On behalf of the congregation of First Baptist Church here in Clinton, we want to welcome you again. It is always an honor and a privilege for us to host. We host many things here in our facilities, and we're grateful to do that. But for us personally as a staff, this one holds a dear place in our hearts because of the work that you do in our community, and we are so thankful that we can be such a small part of this. To say a word of thanks to you, those here tonight who will be honored, but also those that you represent. Those who build hopes and dreams and give new thoughts and encouragement to students who otherwise might not have any of those things. And so we want to thank you for that. I hope you'll say a word to Lisa Yates. Lisa is on our staff here, and a significant part of her responsibilities are this building, and she does a fabulous job with getting things ready. And so if you get a chance, say a word of thanks to Lisa. Let me invite you all now to stand for me as the prepare to do the pledge as it is presented by the presentation of the colors by the Clinton High School Air Force Junior ROTC. Would you join me in a pledge of allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Order. Go. Right. Halt. Would you remain standing for our blessing? Father, thank you for, again, the gift of this day. We pray we have been good stewards of it. There are many occupations and lives represented in this room, all of us working to better this community. Tonight we recognize especially our teachers. We thank you for the call upon their lives, for what possesses a person to train and to educate, and then to give their lives in the service of the children and youth of our community, to teach, to encourage, to lead, and that, along with all the other details of work that come with it. So I thank you for their obedience to the listening of your call to serve humanity in this way. And I pray you'll continue to strengthen them in the days to come. When it is weary, give them strength. When they are discouraged, give them comfort. When they are distressed, give them peace. We thank you now, too, for this food, for these young students who prepared it, for the mystery of it that will strengthen and nourish our bodies this night. We give you thanks for it and for the fellowship. We pray this in the name of Jesus the Christ. Amen. Thank you. You may be seated, and the food will be served. Enjoy the meal.
People come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them. a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, I have been changed for good. It well may be that we will never meet again in this lifetime. So let me say before we part, so much of me is made of what I learned from you. You'll be with me like a handprint on my heart. And now whatever way our stories end, I know that you've rewritten mine by being my friend. Like a ship blown from its mooring by a wind of the sea, like a seed dropped by a skybird in a distant wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, I have been changed for good. And just to clear the air, I ask forgiveness for the things I've done you blame me for. But then I guess we both have blame to share, and none of it seems to matter anymore. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? I do believe I have been changed for the better. And because I knew you, because I knew you, I have been changed for good.
We're going to start the evening's activities. We would like to thank Matthew Fisher and Janice Bishop for the beautiful music during dinner. On behalf of the Education Foundation, it's my honor and privilege tonight to introduce our MC for the evening. This young lady plans to be a teacher. She has been a state and district winner and regional winner for FCCLA, representing Anderson County Career and Technical Center in Early Childhood Education. She also has recently been awarded the 2018 Curtis Sexton Vision Award. She has many scholarships on the table, and we're not sure where she's going to go to college yet, but we know she will attend a four-year university. She will major in mathematics, and for 3 years she worked on the service team, bringing food and cleaning up tables. And someone said to her, "It's good to see that you got a promotion tonight." But the promotion that we really hope that she gets is someday, rather than reading the names, she will hear her name read as a Teacher of the Year here in Anderson County. Please welcome Anderson County High School senior Alyssa Norman.
Thank you for that, Ms. Merriman. And for now, we are going to recognize our county official, Dr. Tim Parrott.
Hopefully one day you can take my job, okay? That's it. Hey, it is a pleasure and an honor to be here tonight. And as we get started, there's some people that we need to recognize. So if I can, because my eyes are not as good as they used to, if I could have all the county officials stand up, and that way I can recognize you, and let's give them a big hand. And I'll try to call them by name so I won't mess it up. So if you're a elected county official, will you please stand up? We'll start over here. We have Mayor Terry Frank. We have Rick Meredith in the back, one of our county commissioners. We have Steve Emmert, one of our county commissioners. We have Gary Long, that is our road superintendent. We have Jeff Cole, our county clerk. I wanted to call you something else, the marriage man. You know, he takes care of me. I have to tell you a story about this, okay? Tim Shelton too, but I have to tell you a short story about this. I went to get a passport, and many of you may not know, but my name has always been from my birth. My mother had called me Tim Parrott, but I found out when I started to get a passport, my real name was Nolan Timothy Parrott. So I had a real quandary because I had 4 degrees that all of them said Timothy Nolan Parrott. I had a marriage license that said Timothy Nolan Parrott, and I found out that none of them were legal, okay? So with the good help of Dale Cantrell, I got my name changed to Timothy Nolan Parrott because some reason my mother just decided to put it wrong on the birth certificate and they wouldn't change it. But anyway, Jeff helped me make my wife, you know, an honest lady out of her after 32 years, so I thank him for that. But I do want to thank all the county officials. If I could, I want some board members, if you all will stand up. Excuse me, Teresa Portwood is here tonight, and Joe Williams. Let's give them a big round of applause. One other thing, if I could, as this is Teacher of the Year banquet, and teachers really and truly, they don't realize what they're doing sometimes in a class, and what they do is they touch lives, and they touch lives forever. So if I can, if Larry and Ann Gann would stand up, and Mr. Larry Foster, I still have to call him Mr. Foster, he's in here somewhere. If you all will stand up. These 3 people, whether they knew it or not, these were my teachers in school, okay? And I don't know how they probably could have got by with really hurting me, the things I did, but I really appreciate what they did. And the great thing is they're still giving back to the community years later. So thank you all for what you did.
And now for the presentation of outstanding educators.
I forgot to do something. I didn't have my piece of paper. Somebody told me to do it, and I forgot.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good. I'll probably forget to introduce her again when I get done as well. So, welcome tonight. I'm Kelly Johnson, Director of Clinton City Schools, and this is always such a fabulous evening to come and be able to celebrate the true magic of education. There's lots of different jobs in education, lots of different administrative roles in education, but single-handedly the magic happens in the classroom. Single-handedly the most important job is the job of a classroom teacher who impacts and touches the lives of students every single day. As you know, springtime is a time where we are beginning to do interviews and beginning to fill the positions that we have open for next year, and the interview team at Clinton City always talks about how we can determine if an applicant is going to be a good fit for Clinton City within the first 30 seconds that they are in our interview. And we just call it the it factor. It is just something that you can't put your finger on, that there's not a formula for, that there's not a certain question that can let you know if they're going to be a good teacher. It is just that it factor that you know that they're going to enter that classroom, they're going to fight hard for kids, they're going to be an advocate for kids, They're going to differentiate for kids, they're going to develop relationships for kids, and they are going to make it impossible for students to fail. And so every one of you that is being recognized tonight, you are sitting here because you have that it factor, and we are here to celebrate each one of you tonight. So we look forward to doing that. I have a couple of people that we'd like to recognize on the city side today. We'll start with our school board, and we'll get them to stand up, and then we'll give them all a round of applause at the end. So today we have Dr. Tim Bible, our board chair, is with us today. David Queener, Joey Smith, and KK Webster. So if you will give the Clinton City School Boards a round of applause. And then with our city government, who certainly has a strong partnership with us, we could not do what we do without the support of both the school board and the city. We have Mayor Scott Burton with us tonight, if he would stand. We have City Manager Roger Houck with us. We have Councilman Larry Gann with us. We have Councilman E.T. Stamey with us. And then we have Chief of Police Rick Scarborough with us today. If we could give them a round of applause. So we look forward to celebrating each of you tonight and the wonderful accomplishments that you have made in both Anderson County and Clinton City Schools tonight. And with that, I'll turn it back over to Alyssa Norman.
And now for the presentation of Outstanding Educators, Dr. Tim Parrott and Kelly Johnson. We will start with Julie Capps. She's here representing Anderson County Career and Technical Center.
I would like to congratulate Miss Julie Capps, 2017-18 Anderson County Career and Technical Center Teacher of the Year.
Miss Capps always has a great attitude and is always putting her students first and always just has a great lesson plan to get us intrigued in the message she has for us.
You always push us to be the best we can be in our everyday lives, and you also take your personal time to push us to be the best we can be in our everyday lives.
She always gives us helpful advice that we can not only use in the classroom, but also outside later on in life.
She knows when to be a teacher and when to be strict, and she also knows when to almost be like a mom to us and help us through life.
Thank you for always preparing us for our futures.
Thank you for putting your students first.
Thank you for always being kind and understanding.
Thank you for not only making your lessons about school, but helping us through life.
Ms. Capps, here's 4 examples why you are the Teacher of the Year.
Next will be Jenny Martin from Anderson County High School.
I would like to congratulate our state finalist for Miss Teacher for 2018. She led the state in passing, rushing, and total touchdowns. Jenny has rushed from Anderson County High School to Norris Middle School and from Anderson County High School to Lake City Middle School more than 50 times this year. Jenny has passed on many family dinners and outings to stay late with her guidance teammates and the MOO crew members to ensure the success of all Anderson County students. Jenny has been responsible for more than 250 touchdowns this year as she's met with each incoming freshman and their family to ensure the success of their transition to high school. Jenny is the #1 rated triple threat teacher in the class of 2018. She can do it all.
There once was a girl we called Jenny Jo. The depths of her service nobody could know. When working with students, her best she will bring. She might even do a full back handspring.
When working with freshmen, this girl is top notch. A student is failing? Not on her watch. From tutors to MOO crew, she'll find what you need. If success is your goal, then follow her lead.
If Jenny is missing, we call her the wind. To Norris Lake City, who knows where she's been? She serves these schools with wisdom and grace. With so much to do, she keeps a marathon pace.
If you work with freshmen, you know it is tough. Everything's changing and life can be rough. Whatever the problem, she'll fix it, it seems. We're so glad to have her as part of our team.
The thing about Jenny, she leads from her heart. She loves our community and has from the start. She has many roles. She's a mom and a wife, but one thing's for sure.
She's a maverick for life.
From Andersonville, we have Ken Bulacek.
Hello, Andersonville Elementary's Teacher of the Year is Ken Bulacek. There are not enough adjectives in the English language for me to express the respect that I have for Mr. Bulacek. He is the definition of a perfect teacher. He goes above and beyond to meet his students' needs. His door is always open for parents, and he is always available for his peers. Mr. Bulacek, Andersonville could not be successful without you.
Mr. Bulacek tries his hardest to teach us everything that he can. Mr. Bulacek always wants the best for us. So I just want to thank him for giving us this opportunity to learn so many things. Thank you, Mr. Bulacek.
I like Mr. Bulacek because he's hard on us. He always pushes us to be our very best, and if you have Mr. Bulacek as your teacher, he'll teach you that tough love is still love.
I believe that Mr. Bulacek only pushes us because he loves us and he wants us to do really good in life. And I know he loves us because he wants us to do our very best, and if you're in his classroom and you don't understand something, you're not going to leave until you understand it.
I'd like to thank Mr. Bulacek for being very hard on me, and that's what made me better. So I'd like to thank him for being hard on me. And I think that he is the best male teacher that I've had.
I feel so blessed to teach with Ken Bulacek. He is so dedicated. He inspires the students, and he is so diligent to make sure they learn everything that they need to learn. But the things that he really teaches them are the things that they will take for the rest of their lives. He inspires them to be better people and to persevere. And they come back year after year and just, they don't forget Ken. And I feel blessed to be able to work with him. And Ken, thank you very much for the last 7 years.
Our next Teacher of the Year is from Briceville, and that would be Lindsay Phillips.
Briceville Elementary's 2017-2018 Teacher of the Year is Miss Lindsay Phillips, our kindergarten teacher, and here are just some of the things that our staff and students have to say about her.
Lindsay, I would just like to say how fortunate we are to have you here at Briceville Elementary School, especially me since I'm the first grade teacher, and I follow you because you are such a strong and amazing teacher, and you do so many things with your students that make my job so much easier. You're just a patient, kind, wonderful, loving person, and not only do our students love you, but our staff loves you as well. We feel very, very, very blessed to have you here. We love you. Congratulations on Teacher of the Year.
She's pretty, and she always comes here, and I like it when she's our teacher, and she's my favorite teacher in the world. Miss Phillips is the best, and she's really nice, and she's gonna have a baby one day.
I'm thankful for you, that God put you in my life, and that you are married to my son, and that you're part of my family. You've always been part of my family from the time you came here. And I just wanted to say congratulations, because no one that I know deserves it any more than you for what all you've been through, what God's put you through, and what He's brought you through. And I'm so thankful that you're in my life, and I thank God for you every day. You're such a blessing.
So once again, congratulations, Miss Phillips, on being our Teacher of the Year.
The Teacher of the Year from Claxton is Kimberly Wagner.
Congratulations, Ms. Wagner, for being Claxton's 2017-2018 Teacher of the Year. You always come to school with a smile on your face, eager to be a team player and do what's best for kids. We love having you here at Claxton.
Miss Wagner is a nice teacher, and she always teaches us great stuff. I think Miss Wagner is the best teacher because she always helps us learn new stuff, and she's very kind. I think Miss Wagner is an awesome teacher, and she helps us learn new stuff every day.
I've been fortunate enough to work on a team with Miss Wagner, and I think she is a great role model for the kids, and she does an awesome job, and I've gotten to learn so much from her over the last couple of years.
Miss Wagner is a very kind teacher. Miss Wagner is very caring and she makes learning very fun. Miss Wagner is a great teacher and she really cares about her class.
Congratulations, Mrs. Wagner, on Teacher of the Year. I know from personal experience what a kind, considerate, compassionate, and loving teacher you are. You were my child's teacher, and I'm very proud of you. And I am just honored to work with you. Congratulations.
Our Teacher of the Year from Clinton Elementary is Jody McCoy.
Clinton Elementary School's 2018 Teacher of the Year is Miss Jody McCoy. Miss McCoy is an outstanding educator. You can always find her working after school, long after the school day is finished. She provides individualized instruction for all of her kids every single day. She is the master of all small group instruction, and the kids in her room learn a lot because they always have fun while learning. One thing that is special about Miss McCoy is how reflective she is. She constantly analyzes data and revises her lesson plans according to student needs. She gives good advice to coworkers and peers, and staff members always want to know what Miss McCoy is doing in her classroom that makes her so successful.
All right, I've worked with Jody McCoy for several years now, and she is an incredible teacher. She's very patient. She puts in long hours. She definitely outshines us all. I've taught longer than her, but I come to her for advice. She is great with the kids. She makes great gains every year. The kids love her. She learns so much. She definitely deserves Teacher of the Year, and I'm super proud to work with her.
I like Miss McCoy because we get to learn new stuff and we get to write new words. I like Miss McCoy because she teaches us fun things. I like Miss McCoy because she lets us count with cubes and it's fun.
Again, congratulations, Jody McCoy, for being the 2018 Clinton Elementary School Teacher of the Year. We are very proud of you, and you represent CES very well.
The Clinton High School Teacher of the Year goes to Karen Campbell.
Congratulations, Ms. Karen Campbell, the Clinton High School Teacher of the Year for 2017-2018. Karen, we appreciate everything that you do at Clinton High School. Karen is a leader in our business and finance department. She runs our school-based credit union, the Dragon Vault. She's also the director of our ACT programs at Clinton High School, and she daily goes above and beyond to help students achieve their goals, not just here at Clinton High School, but looking forward to post-secondary opportunities, whether it's college career, going into the workforce, the military. She spends countless hours giving of her time to get kids the scores they need on the ACT to unlock those doors that are so important to them.
Our ACT scores have seen a significant improvement over the last few years, and I give Karen a lot of the credit. We've collaborated together for ACT prep and giving tests on Saturdays to help our students practice the ACT, and she's done a great job with our ACT prep class that's embedded in our personal finance. She's a great person to work with, and she is a lot of fun too. So we just appreciate everything Karen does for our school.
She wouldn't let me give up in her class. I tried getting out of some work, and she just motivated me and kept pushing me, and finally I got up in front of the class and presented something I didn't want to do.
Ms. Campbell, she really just has a way of making every kid do what they need to do and pointing out what they need and how they need help, and really individualize each and every kid and teaching each kid a different way, the way they need to be treated.
Miss Campbell has been one of the teachers that I've liked the most because she's always motivated me to achieve higher than what I've thought out for myself, like with my ACT score increasing like 3 or 4 points over the time I took her class. So it really helped me out. I really appreciate her.
Karen Campbell, congratulations on being Clinton High School's Teacher of the Year for 2017-2018. We think you are awesome. Thank you for all the time you spend with our students. Thank you for making sure that everyone in this building gets a smile every day. Thank you and congratulations.
Our Teacher of the Year for Clinton Middle School is Legia Boundy.
Welcome back to baseball season, folks. It's opening day, and I'm here to introduce to you this year's power hitter from the CMS Ball Club, the Great Boundino.
Mr. Powers, who is the Great Boundino?
What? You mean to tell me you've never heard of the namer of numbers? The queen of quotients? The colossus of calculators? The rigorous Romanian?
But Mr. Powers, this is a wrestling match. We even have a belt for her.
Oh. Well, I guess the nicknames still work. Here's to the Great Boundino!
Miss Boundy is a math champ because she always puts academic excellence in math first.
I think Miss Boundy is a math champ because she's an amazing teacher.
Miss Boundy's a math champion because she mentors all the new math teachers in the building.
Miss Boundy's a math champ because
she is a kind, encouraging, and phenomenal teacher.
Miss Boundy, you work hard to make a difference for every student every day. You are the math champ.
Hey, Miss Boundy, I just want to thank you for being the math champ here at CMS. You're dependable, you go above and beyond, and you're invested in our students. I want to thank you for your efforts here at CMS, and thank you for being our Teacher of the Year.
Our Clinch River Community School Teacher of the Year is Rob Harmony.
That time of year again, time for Teacher of the Year. This year, I'd like to thank Mr. Rob Harmony, our 2017-2018 CRCS Teacher of the Year. As Teacher of the Year at Clinch River Community School, one must wear many, many hats. In fact, it helps to be a jack of all trades. Sometimes it is required for one to be very, very presidential. Sometimes you have to be cool hipster guy and be far out. Other times, it helps to be very reflective, meditative, in a Zen sort of state. Sometimes, you even have to be a defender of the galaxy, like Han Solo. Or, sometimes, you have to be that guy that's able to wade through stuff, and lots of stuff. Sometimes, you have to be quite adventurous in your role as Teacher of the Year at Clinch River Community School, but always, 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 one must have a very friendly and kind heart. All of these things combined is what makes our 2017-2018 Teacher of the Year, Mr. Rob Harmony, wildly successful.
Our Dutch Valley Teacher of the Year is Lucy Brooks.
This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me.
Your teaching's on fire. Miss Brooks must be the best teacher ever. Just she can pay it with double trouble. I had Miss Brooks in pre-K for 2 years and second grade for 1 year, and I really hope I don't have her in 4th grade. Hey, Miss Brooks. I'm glad that I had you twice in pre-K and now in 2nd grade. You're the best teacher ever. 2nd grade was a rough life. Miss Brooks teaches 2nd grade. Miss Brooks is fine. Miss Brooks, on behalf of all the staff and students at Dutch Valley Elementary School, I want to say to you, congratulations for being our Teacher of the Year. Teacher of the Year, I ain't doing it.
Our Fairview Teacher of the Year is Kristen Parrott.
Miss Parrott, you wear many hats for us at Fairview. 504 coordinator, RTI coordinator, you work on Christmas assistant and Second Harvest food bags. We could not do it without you. Congratulations, Miss Parrott, for being Fairview's Teacher of the Year.
I wonder how we can describe our Teacher of the Year, Miss Parrott. Nothing can make our life or the lives of other people more beautiful than perpetual kindness.
Kindness can become its own motive. We are made kind by being kind.
Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness.
Practice random acts of kindness and senseless acts of beauty.
Kindness is like snow. It beautifies everything it covers.
What wisdom can you find that is greater than kindness?
Be kind whenever possible. It's always possible. On that best portion of a good man's life, his little nameless, unremembered acts of kindness and love.
If every person in this room made a rule that wherever you are, whenever you can, you act a little bit more kinder than is necessary, the world really would be a better place. And if you do this, if you act just a little kinder than is necessary, someone else, somewhere, someday will recognize you and every single one of you see the face of God. I love you, Mom.
Mrs. Parrott throws kindness around like confetti.
Our Grand Oaks Teacher of the Year is Shasta Gilliam.
Okay, girls. Today's the day. We have to find the perfect Grand Oaks Teacher of the Year.
It has to be someone who's devoted to our school, has a lot of school spirit, and will just really cheer us on when things get tough.
They have to be a great teacher. I mean, this Eureka math is really hard.
So true.
And the kids have to be proficient.
They have to be a good reading teacher, too. Don't they have to move like 10 levels in 1 year? This is crazy.
I know it. I think we know what we're looking for, so let's get to it.
I'm nervous. Aren't you nervous?
Okay, no.
Hasn't she been Teacher of the Year before? How did Nervous Nellie earn that title?
Next.
1, 2, 3. Eyes on me. Front row friends. Eyes on me. Way in the back. 2 bits. 4 bits. 6 bits. $1. Oh, for Grand Oaks. Hey, hey, hey. Eyes on me. Stand up and holler. Wow, that was so old school.
All right, next.
Splish! Splash! Kick him in the...
That is inappropriate.
No.
Next.
Hey! Who's that eagle in my teepee?
It's me. It's me.
Who's that eagle in my teepee?
It's me. It's me.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Okay, so you look promising, but nah. E for effort, though.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, y'all.
What a day.
I don't know. I just don't feel like any of these people are what we're looking for. I mean, we need someone who really stands out as like an excellent teacher.
We need somebody who's really involved with the community, works well with parents.
They have to be committed to our school and to our students. Who would be our biggest cheerleader?
What? Guys, I've got it. I know who it is, and she won't even have to try out. She has so much pep. She loves our school, and she's an amazing teacher. It's Shasta! Shasta Gilliam is the Grand Oaks Teacher of the Year.
That's it. Why didn't we think of that sooner?
Our Lake City Elementary School Teacher of the Year goes to Brenda Goins.
I am who I am. 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 I am who I am.
I am who I am.
I am who I am. I am who I am.
I am who I am because I had a great teacher like Miss Goins.
Because you taught me to read. Because I learned that I don't have to be like everyone else. Because my mom was really freaking out when I went to kindergarten and she calmed her down. And that is really tough to do.
Because a great teacher is key to success.
Because she taught me how to text and email. Because she always makes me feel safe. Because she taught me learning is fun. A great teacher is a work of art.
Because a great teacher can change your life.
Because a great teacher changed my life.
Thank you, Miss Goins.
Thank you, Miss Goins. Thank you, Miss Goins.
Thank you, Miss Goins.
Thank you, Miss Goins. Thank you, Miss Goins. Thank you, Miss Goins.
Thank you, Miss Goins.
Thank you so much, Miss Goins.
The Lake City Middle School Teacher of the Year goes to Courtney Batchelor.
Hello, my name is Kelvin McCollum, the principal at Lake City Middle School, and it is my privilege to announce and congratulate our 2017-2018 Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Courtney Batchelor.
Miss Batchelor is a great teacher because she makes reading enjoyable and she's always there for you.
Miss Batchelor is funny. She's always able to make you laugh. She's nice. She helps you, like, when you need help, she helps you with it.
Miss Batchelor is always opening our eyes to new books, and her laugh can brighten your day.
I think Miss Batchelor is a great teacher because she helps us when we need it.
Miss Batchelor is the heart of Lake City Middle School, and it would not be the same without her.
So I wasn't able to make a reservation at the library because they were completely booked.
The library is the heart of the school, but without the librarian, it is but an empty shell.
Don't argue with a librarian. They know too much. We love you, Courtney.
Norris Elementary Teacher of the Year goes to Allison Greenhouse.
We are so proud to have Allison Greenhouse as our Norris Elementary School Teacher of the Year. Allison not only goes above and beyond as our art teacher, but is a huge part of our community culture at Norris Elementary School. Allison heads our recycling team. She organizes family art nights. She works tirelessly with our PTO, and she's the PLC chair for the Anderson County art instructors. I could go on, but maybe you should hear from the real experts.
Hi, I am Ashton Thurman, and I am here with Bob Ross. Mr. Ross, why do you think Ms. Greenhouse deserves to be our Teacher of the Year at Norris Elementary?
Miss Greenhouse reminds me of happy little trees. She encourages her students to take root and grow tall. She knows that happy little students live in our brushes, crowns, and Sharpies. She teaches that all students are artists, and Norris Elementary is very fortunate to have her.
Mr. Van Gogh, why do you think Ms. Greenhouse deserves to be our Teacher of the Year at Norris Elementary?
Her art skills are exceptional. Miss Greenhouse is a wonderful teacher for young children. Norris Elementary School is so grateful for her presence. Au revoir now.
Well, there you have it. Congratulations, Miss Greenhouse, for being our Teacher of the Year.
Our Norris Middle School Teacher of the Year goes to Talitha Job.
Talitha is my sounding board. She's the person I go to on a weekly basis to help me implement new strategies and to help me with children in my classroom. She's the one who always helps me to be able to reach children of all ability levels.
When I think of Talitha, I automatically think of how she always does whatever she can to meet the students' needs. Even if that means her classroom is totally full, then she is able to flex her schedule and meet the students' needs by opening up more room, and she goes above and beyond by doing that.
Talitha is literally my go-to person for almost any piece of advice I need. She's like this seemingly endless database of internal educational practices and curricular knowledge that is beyond what you would expect one person to know. And so if I need advice on how to tweak a lesson for effectiveness, or if I need a second opinion on a book as far as adding it to the library, or advice on pacing, anything like that, I go to Talitha first, and she's always got great ideas and willing to help.
Ms. Job helps me because she understands the questions that I ask, and other teachers have a hard time wording questions in a different manner.
Miss Job is the best because she helps me read, she helps me write, she helps me do everything that I know that I didn't know how to do. Like, for example, reading.
Talitha is the inclusion teacher in my math classroom, and she has an amazing ability to connect with, motivate, and encourage even the most reluctant learners. When she comes into the classroom, the kids light up because they're excited to work hard, they're excited to have her support, and I really can say that she truly has the patience of Job.
The North Clinton Elementary School Teacher of the Year goes to Melanie Gettelfinger.
Congratulations to our 2017-2018 North Clinton Elementary Teacher of the Year, Melanie Gettelfinger. I have had the honor and privilege of knowing Melanie for the last 23 years. She and I used to teach at North Clinton Elementary together and had an absolute wonderful time. She is one of the most hardworking, conscientious teachers I have ever met. She gives her all to her kindergarten students. They are truly her kids.
She's sweet, she lets us go to stations, and she lets us raise our hands. Miss Gettelfinger's was go to stations, and she's really nice. She lets us raise our hands and ask her tell her questions, and I like her the way she is.
I've worked with Melanie Gettelfinger for 22 years now, and I am honored to be her friend and her co-educator. And I have to say that Melanie is one of the most dedicated teachers I've ever met. She's always here late. She's always working on her lesson plans and making them just right for her students. She's very knowledgeable about her students. She knows what level each of them is on, and that's so important because she can deliver better instruction when she really knows her students.
What I love most about Ms. Gettelfinger is she doesn't just teach the curriculum. She teaches students. She takes her time. She is here constantly thinking about, what are we going to need for tomorrow? How can I make this work for this student? How can I make it work for my other set of students that have this area of need? She just puts her thought into it and how she can change the curriculum and make it work for each student.
Mrs. Gettelfinger puts so much time and effort into her work. She wants the best for her kids. And time is very important to her. You can ask anyone, who's the last teacher to leave the building at night? It's usually Mrs. Gettelfinger.
She lets us go to stations. I love her. And we raise our hands. I like Miss Gettelfinger because she lets us go outside at the end of the day, but if it's cold, if it's too cold or it's raining, she lets us watch a video. Miss Gettelfinger is a very awesome teacher.
Once again, congratulations to North Clinton Elementary's Teacher of the Year, Melanie Gettelfinger.
The Teacher of the Year award at Norwood Elementary School goes to Matt Faust.
Our
Our 2017-18 Teacher of the Year at Norwood Elementary School is Matt Faust, and his students have something special to say to him.
Why you are Teacher of the Year. You make things funner on hard assignments. You make the best jokes, and of course because you're the best teacher ever.
I think Mr. Faust is awesome because he is funny and encouraging, and most of the time he finds a way to make every student happy.
Dear Mr. Faust, you are the best teacher ever because you get my sense of humor, and I'm happy you won Teacher of the Year.
Dear Mr. Faust, you are the best teacher because you are there for me, like if I get stuck on a problem, or if I need help reading, or even when I'm having trouble with other students. You also taught me to be strong and how to be kind to each other. Thank you for all that you do. Love, Haley Barber.
He always helps us when we need help. Mr. Faust will be there to help us. Mr. Faust is nice because he also gives us a chance to read aloud. Mr. Faust has always been so nice. He always helps us. Mr. Faust is super nice to us. That is why I think Mr. Faust is nice. He is the best. Mr. Faust is the best because he is funny and he is the best teacher I could ever have.
You were my 2nd grade teacher and my 4th grade teacher. You let us have fun projects.
Dear Matt Faust, you should have won because you are amazing, cool, and smart. Shooting people with Nerf guns, cool. A big fan of Snoopy. I hope you will win next year. I'll be the happiest person ever.
I have a teacher that tells good jokes. I have a teacher that shares. I have a teacher who teaches me. I have a teacher who cares. I have a teacher who understands. I have a teacher both wise and fun. I have a teacher who makes each child feel like they are number one. I have a teacher that makes me work until I get it right. I have a teacher that makes me feel like I am very bright. I have a teacher that is called the shenanigator because it gives them such delight. To get after the teacher's aides in a Nerf gun fight. You may think I have 10 teachers, but that is just not true. I only have one great teacher, and that, Mr. Faust, is you.
We love you, Mr. Faust. Congratulations for being Teacher of the Year.
Our Norwood Middle School Teacher of the Year is Stephanie Prodmore.
Good evening. My name is Dan Jenkins. I'm the principal of Norwood Middle School, and we are extremely lucky to have Stephanie Prodmore as our Teacher of the Year. She does so much for Norwood Middle School. She stays after school, works before school, helps kids during lunch, does it during the related arts. She really epitomizes what we're about at Norwood with having high expectations with high support. She's great. We are so lucky that she has done so much every day for our kids.
I've worked with Ms. Prodmore now for 2 years, and she's made my life so much easier, whether she's been my academic coach or now she's on my team. And whether it be at school or even if it's outside of school, she just makes my job and my life so much easier. She's always got a smiling face and she's always willing to help.
Ms. Prodmore is a wonderful teacher and she makes learning fun. Ms. Prodmore, you make things relatable and easy to understand in science.
Ms. Prodmore makes the lesson that we're learning very easy to understand, and she relates it to things outside the classroom.
Ms. Prodmore, you're a very nice teacher to students that need help, and you teach us in a very fun way.
Ms. Prodmore, you make us feel safe in your room, and you're a wonderful teacher.
Ms. Prodmore is a very intelligent and wonderful teacher, and we all love her.
Ms. Prodmore is the yin to my yang. She's always organized and knows what's going on. Even if I'm lost in the sauce, pretty much I'd be lost in the sauce without her. She always has great ideas for different teaching techniques, different ways we can present things to students, different remediation that we can use to help out our students. And she's always eager and willing and excited to help us out and give her support to the rest of our 8th grade team. We're so lucky to have her, and we're so grateful to have her here at Norwood. We love you, Ms. Prodmore.
The South Clinton Elementary School Teacher of the Year is Joan Aldebelli.
Our South Clinton Elementary School Teacher of the Year is Miss Joan Altabelli. Miss Altabelli has been a 6th grade teacher at South Clinton Elementary for the past 2 years. It has been my pleasure to work with her and observe her teaching and her interactions with her students during that time. She relates well to the students and makes each one feel valued as a person. She makes learning fun and does whatever she needs to do to make sure that they learn and show growth. She is a valued member of our family at South Clinton Elementary School.
One of the things I like about Miss Altabelli is if you're struggling, she wants you to struggle and push through. And she always helps people who need it. She loves helping people, and she's just a really great teacher.
One thing I think that makes her Teacher of the Year is because when we walk into the classroom, she's always working hard and she tries her best to teach us. And if we forget something, she goes if we have breaks, she goes back and she teaches that again so we can learn it again.
I really like Miss Altabelli. She's really funny. She always tells us stories at the end of the day. When she's teaching science, it always makes her think of it. She also has another personality, Miss Huckleberry.
I'm Miss Huckleberry. Today we'll be doing some math and science.
I like Miss Altabelli because she's the best teacher in the world, and every time I walk into her classroom, she makes me smile. And she makes me smile because when she's teaching science, she talks about her husband, and it's interesting in the stuff that she tells us.
Our Preschool Teacher of the Year goes to Laura Bowden.
Hey, Jessica.
Hey, Jessica.
I'm in dire need of something very, very specific. Okay. I need neon green yarn with orange and hot pink glitter for a lesson I'm doing in like 10 minutes. Can you help?
I don't know, Jessica. That's super specific. I mean, do they even sell that in stores?
I don't know.
Let me think. Who's going to have that? I know who's going to have it. Laura Bowden is going to have that. I mean, she is the Preschool Teacher of the Year for the whole county. She's got everything.
Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think her collection's complete? Wouldn't you think she's the teacher who has everything? Look at this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one classroom hold? Looking around here you'd think, sure, she's got everything. She's got paper and crayons aplenty. She's got yarn and stickers galore. You want puzzles? She's got 20. But who cares? No big deal. She's much more. She wants to be where the children are. She wants to see them laughing, learning, teaching those words and sounds. What do you call that again? Oh, speech. Counting your fingers won't get you far. Math is required for kindergarten. Plus puppet minus mouse. Help her to teach. Teaching to read. Teaching to write. No wonder she stays so late at night. 33 years. Her students love her. Laura Bowden.
Now for the Principal of the Year from Claxton Elementary School. Give it up for Jennifer Coleman.
Anderson County Schools Principal of the Year is Jennifer Coleman. She is a true product of Anderson County Schools. She started as a student at Fairview Elementary and is now the principal of our largest elementary school. Throughout her career, she has served our district as an intern, a special education teacher, and now a principal. This is especially meaningful to me because I have personally worked with Jennifer for many years and have had the privilege of watching Jennifer grow as an educator and leader. Jennifer has many qualities that make her a stellar principal. First is her dedication to her students and teachers. She has shown the same amount of passion and drive for a school of just over 100 students and 6 classrooms to one that has nearly 450 students and 23 classrooms. Jennifer is so enthusiastic about her students. She makes sure that while her students are getting a quality education, they are safe, loved, and understood. She even has a guinea pig to help break down barriers with some of her hardest to reach students. Spend any amount of time with Jennifer and you will discover that she is brave and fearless. She is a hard worker and caring mother. She has great character with a strong compassion for others. We have celebrated many accomplishments together over the past 11 years. I am honored to be co-workers with Jennifer and I am blessed to be her friend. Once again, congratulations, Jennifer, for being our Principal of the Year.
The Principal of the Year from North Clinton Elementary School goes to Monica Ryle.
Alrighty, let's talk about this Principal of the Year thing. I've got 2 words for you people. Monica Ryle. Can't beat her. Don't even try. I knew I was going to like her when she brought really good snacks to our first staff meeting. Of course, one of the skinny teacher's responses was, "Oh, I only do clean eating." I grabbed a cookie and said, "Honey, I do clean eating. I clean every plate I eat off of." She said, "Well, I just believe you are where you eat." Well then, sugar, I'd rather be a cupcake than a flippin' celery stick. Unbelievable. Back to Miss Rael. This woman is diplomatic. I watched her go toe-to-toe with our biggest drama mama at the last PTO meeting. This crazy woman was going on and on about how we needed to sell recycled, organic, vegan wrapping paper at the next fundraiser. Miss Rael was finally able to cut her off just as sweetly as a granny pulling in front of you in the fast lane. And she loves the students. And they're not all lovable. I saw her in the hall the other day encouraging one of my favorites, Roll Your Eyes Barbie. I'd like to encourage her to transfer to Anderson County Schools. And Miss Rael is out there every morning at 7:15 greeting the students and opening car doors for them, even when it's 10 degrees and she's got to be bundled up like Nanook of the North. Listen, I'd rather teach 25 unmedicated ADHD students the day after Halloween than to give up Miss Rael as our principal. I ain't doing it.
The Supervisor of the Year goes to Kelly Myers, Director of Career and Technical Education and Transportation.
I'd like to congratulate Kelly Myers for being selected as Director of the Year for Anderson County Schools. I have had the pleasure to work with Kelly Myers for the last 10 years as he's moved from teacher at Norris Middle School to assistant principal at ACCTC to principal at the same school and now Director of CTE. Kelly is a servant leader and truly puts the success of every student first in all of his decisions. He is a solution-oriented person. He frequently brings new and innovative solutions to the table that leads to the success of the district. Kelly has done an excellent job establishing partnerships for the school system with local business and industry. He has championed the success of many of our community programs. One in particular we're proud of is the partnership with Rome State and TCAT Knoxville. He was on the team when the ideal to bring a TCAT campus to Anderson County. I would have to say without the success of the dual enrollment program at ACCTC, we would not have secured the funding for the $12 million project. Because he is such a hard worker, others are willing to follow his lead. He is not afraid to jump in and help whenever there is a need. I've heard him say time after time, "No problem, we can do this." His strong character and supportive demeanor are reflective of how he manages and supports his colleagues. Under his supervision, Anderson County Schools has flourished. Anderson County is blessed to have him on the team, and I'm truly blessed to have him as a friend. Kelly, I know you don't like the spotlight on you, and you're more at home with a two-wheeler in your hand just getting things done. But tonight is about honoring you for a job well done. Thank you for everything you do for Anderson County Schools to make us a great school system. And oh, by the way, we probably need help cleaning up tonight.
The SRO Officer of the Year award goes to Greg McBroom at Clinton Elementary School. Our SRO Officer of the Year at Anderson County Schools goes to Kim Lay.
The Anderson County Schools School Resource Officer of the Year is Kimberly Lay. Officer Lay has been with the Anderson County SRO squad for 7 years. She is always stellar in her performance and professionalism and exhibits the qualities every system is looking for in an SRO. She is Anderson County Schools K-9 officer working with Officer Al and is the lead K-9 trainer for the Anderson County Sheriff's Department. Officer Lay, along with Sergeant Garrison, has been instrumental in beginning LEAD, Law Enforcement Against Drugs, in all 9 of our elementary schools in the county. She and Sergeant Garrison were the first in Tennessee to be trainers for this program. The exact title is NASRO, National Association of School Resource Officers, Practitioner and Trainer. She is President-elect of TNSRO, the Tennessee State SRO organization, and will begin serving as president in June. I could go on, but time does not allow. Sergeant Garrison, SRO supervisor, once said, "Kim's mind is never off duty, as she is always thinking of ways to serve the kids." Officer Lay is married to Larry, and they live in Anderson County with their child, Officer Al. It is both an honor and privilege to introduce our first SRO of the Year from Anderson County Schools, Officer Kim Lay.
I would like to congratulate you all on this big accomplishment in your life, and it's because of people like you that keep students like me going. I'm now going to turn it over to Vicki Burns, Data Specialist and Program Coordinator.
Good evening. For this event, I'm actually the grant coordinator and chairperson for the Education Foundation, and tonight I'm up here to recognize our grant recipients for the Health and Wellness Grant that we offered to teachers to apply for the 2018 school year, ending 2018 school year. In 2017, our first year was our first year for the Health and Wellness Grant. And in offering that grant last year, we did that as a result of the 5K, the Clinton 5K. Todd Temple is the coordinator for that. Todd, will you stand up? He doesn't like recognition. But in doing that, he was able to help us provide funds for the Health and Wellness Grant. Last year, we had about $4,500. And due to his guidance and a lot of support in the community, this year we raised funds for over $6,500 worth of health and wellness grants. Right now, I'd like to ask all of the recipients to stand up if you would. I know you're here. And let's give these people a round of applause. Thank you. This next year, our Health and Wellness Grant 5K will actually be held on October the 20th. Am I right, Todd? And it'll be in a new route here in Clinton. And we invite all of you to attend so we can get more than $6,500 to award to find teachers across the district this year.
I forget this every year, so as quick as this is over, all the recipients, including the grant recipients, would you please come over here for a picture, group picture? I forget it every year. What a great night. The Education Foundation, would you please stand? Come on. Look around. These people are the ones that work every month to do these events like this. And they have raised over $250,000 to give back to the two school systems. Please notice our signage for the sponsors. Without those sponsors, this could not possibly be put on. Please use those businesses here in town if you can. Our banquet could not work without the Teacher of the Year committee. So would the Teacher of the Year banquet committee please stand? This group starts up back in the winter, and they're the ones that make this thing possible tonight. Next of all, I want to recognize Maggie Gibson and the Clinton High School Culinary Group. Give them a big applause. They're the ones that put together your meal. A special thanks to Janie Ramsey for the vocals. It's beautiful. The videos tonight were put together by Anderson County TV, Andy Garrett. Andy Garrett works about a month putting these together from each school. So remember him. Andy's up on top videoing today. So please give him an applause. Each year, it seems like the technology required for this gets more and more. So the Office of Technology, and Ryan Sutton from the office is the one that does this technology that makes it work, and it always goes off good, and that's fantastic. Special thanks to Todd Temple. Todd puts together our web page, all of our media, and puts all this together. So, Todd, stand up. You got to have a applause. Elisa Norman, wasn't that a great? Isn't it? Don't we have some fantastic students in Anderson County? So, Matthew Fisher did the piano great. I've heard him about 3 times recently, and I never hear the same song twice. He's fantastic. The Clinton High School Junior ROTC do our flag and our presentation. And I want to thank those 2 guys that from there. They 2 schools have a great ROTC program, and we're very proud of them. And last, I want to say thanks to First Baptist Church, Stan Elliott, Lisa Yates. The school uses this facility about as much as anybody. And we want to thank them for opening it up to us. They never say no unless it's something already scheduled, so get on it early. But, all right. We could not do this without this community. This community, the businesses, the sponsors in this community, every time we ask them, they step up. And please thank them when you see them. Our diamond sponsor tonight is ORAU. And we want to thank ORAU because they are being the diamond sponsor. But I have an announcement about that. You know, ORAU gives lots of grants to both school systems and all the school systems around. Thousands of dollars, from complete classrooms to just small items. Teachers, and I know the ones in this room are a lot of them that get those grants. Those grants open up tomorrow, and they will close in early June. So tomorrow, look for those grants to be open, because Anderson County Schools and Clinton City Schools get a lot of that money. So with that, I want to thank everybody for coming. Don't forget, please, we need a picture. I mess it up every year. So thank you very much. It's been a great event, and we thank everybody for coming. Have a Godspeed. Thank you.